Alright, first ride getting off of Bobcat, we did back row, and it's even better than I thought or expected it to be. Their most recent edition that I had been on, Kentucky Flyer, is good, but it's not this good. Bobcat is, in my opinion, a pretty hefty improvement, and I do know that this is the first of these Gravity Group Woodies that they have every piece numbered and labeled, and it's all done with that pre-cut track. That way, when one of the pieces goes bad, they're able to replace just that section, and they already know exactly how those boards are going to be cut because it's all built in to the system. So, I mean, there is nothing like smelling a brand new wooden roller coaster. To me, it is, man.
Six Flags Great Escape, located in Queensbury, New York. This is Clay with the Pennsylvania Roller Coaster Club, and today we're going to take a look at the roller coasters at Six Flags Great Escape, and we're going to rank them from worst to first. Now, before we do that, as usual, I love geography. So let's take a look at the map, and you'll see the little red dot, which denotes the Great Escape. And you'll notice, you're pretty much closer to major cities in Canada than you are to major cities in the U.S. So you're pretty far up there, and it's a little out of the way, but I think it's worth it. So if you get a chance to go, go. But if you take a look at some of the footage that is playing right now, as an adult, growing up near Idlewild Park in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, we had Storybook Forest, which was phenomenal and amazing, and still is to this very day. But this was just next level insanity to us. The Great Escape literally has a little miniature town built with multiple sections for little kids to run and play with and walk through and play make-believe. And in addition, they still have like a Storybook Forest area, which I think just brings such another level of charm. But let's talk coasters. Coming in at number 6 is Frankie's Mine Train. Now, you can tell this probably not, as we like to say, the target demographic for the channel. But, this Zamperla kids coaster is, it's here, and it serves its purpose. Obviously, you need something for the future thrill seekers of the world to be able to start to kick off that passion, and Frankie's Mine Train does just that. Maybe only that, but it does it. Number 5, Flashback. This is not a good boomerang. Definitely. Out of the adult rides, this was the least pleasurable experience that Kristen and I had by a pretty considerable amount. Whenever you start, going through really any of the inversions, it's immediately uncomfortable. So, yeah, this is one of those that, I know people talk about replacing Steamin' Demon, but I'll be honest, Steamin' Demon is significantly more re-rideable as they sit today than Flashback is. And, I think over the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see a lot of these boomerangs removed from parks, or at least I hope so. But, moving on. Number 4, Canyon Blaster. This was a pretty funny experience. You're going to notice the track that it's on right now is very, very dull red, almost coppery, rusty colored paint. And then the helix right here, the front of it, not the back of it, but the front of it, is all painted beautifully bright red. Now, on a Coaster Studios video, they had made mention that the part that you see, that you walk past, is painted and it's beautiful. But the rest of the ride is completely untouched with paint, which is kind of hysterical. That you're riding on, a ride that is truly 1/3 painted. But hey, I mean, it does make the Midway look a little bit prettier. But that's about it. Moving on, though. Number 3, Steamin' Demon. Now, I had mentioned during Flashback that I thought that this was considerably more re-rideable. And I still stand with that statement. Steamin' Demon is not as bad as people make it out to be. And furthermore, these arrows, they're just starting to disappear and vanish, in large swaths at this point. So any opportunity that we have to be able to keep one of these around, I don't know. I kind of feel that we should, hang on to it. I think Steamin' Demon could possibly be in the park for another 10 or 15 years, and I'd be okay with it. Number 2, Bobcat. Now, this very well could have been number 1 on this list. I will openly acknowledge that because I think that Bobcat is phenomenal. It is really, I don't think that you could ask for a family coaster, receive Bobcat, and have anything but historic levels of praise for the manufacturer, the builder, everyone that was involved in the process. Because this roller coaster turned out perfect, 100% perfect. From the placement in the park, to the new station, to the new walkway, that unbelievable smell of pressure-treated cut lumber, which I love, and the ride is incredible. But it is not number 1 in the park. That is reserved for Comet. Now, this was relocated and brought to Great Escape over a dozen years ago at this point. And Comet is incredible. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't even have known that this was a relocated ride. It just kind of looked like it organically belonged where it was placed. Now it is out of the way and off the beaten path, and a little bit difficult to find. They definitely need better signage in this park to direct guests because it can get very confusing for a first-time visitor. And to be quite honest, when we revisit in 2025, I hope they have those signs up because I suspect I will need help navigating it again. It is quite a difficult park to get a feel for the layout in a very short amount of time. But Comet is truly a standout coaster. We got some of the best rides of any wooden roller coaster rides that we've had the entire 2024 riding season. Riding middle train, one of the middle trains. We had ridden the front multiple times, we had ridden the back multiple times, but our best rides consistently were in the middle. And that's something that we're not used to being able to say or openly acknowledge. Because so many people are either front or back, but man, Comet in the middle is incredible, as is the rest of this park. And as we start to wind this video down, and I remind you about, potentially liking the video for me, and asking you to please take 1 second and click that subscribe button, because that is the best way to help the channel. You see the scenery that Great Escape provides its visitors. This is pretty much as you're walking through the gate. The architecture already begins, and this is just a beautiful park. It's a beautiful place to be and a wonderful place to spend a day. Whether you are an adult thrill seeker, there is plenty here for you to do. You're going to want to get multiple rides on Bobcat, and you're going to want to get multiple rides on Comet too. They are both outstanding, and as I said, Comet, wow. That is a ride that shot up our list. Again, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are doing our best to be able to grow the channel and put our content out for more coaster lovers like yourself. Till next time, guys, we'll see you out there.